Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to make what I'm calling breakfast cookies, and they're actually really filling and tasty, and you can kind of do whatever you want with them. But today I'm going to show you what it might be my favorite flavor combo for it. But you can really pull in anything that you like that is your favorite flavors and combinations. So there are a few basic ingredients that you want to include. So one of them is a mashed up banana. So let's just mash that up. And this one has a little bit of a bruise, so we'll get rid of that end. Okay. Then you add your oats, and you want to make sure that you mix these in really well, because the banana will basically sort of moisturize the oats and get them going, and make it really nice when they're coming out of the oven. Plus you want to have that flavor distributed evenly with really all of your ingredients, so you get everything with every bite. Now, generally what I really like to do is add apples and cinnamon, and I really like cardamom. If you haven't tried cardamom, you might want to try it. But today I'm going to do cinnamon, which is one of the basic ingredients, but I'm also going to do pecans and goji berries and pumpkin seeds and some raisins. So I kind of have a combination of different ingredients in there. So I've got my banana and my dry rolled oats mixed up pretty nicely. So let's see, can you see this? So you want to make sure that you've got that banana all broken up in there, so you won't get a big bite of a banana or anything like that when you're taking a bite into your cookies. But, so we've got that all mixed up, so I want to add the apples, which is probably my favorite ingredient. Cinnamon. Nope, that's not the cinnamon. This is the cinnamon. So I don't actually know how much I add, but maybe about a tablespoon. I like cinnamon. It's almost like an apple pie flavor of a breakfast cookie. But then I like cardamom. If you look at cardamom, I just ground it. And it comes in these little bitty seeds, and you grind it up, and it smells so good. Anyway, this should be, I don't know, maybe about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Flaxseed and chia seed, these are ground up also and just mixed in together. Really good source of omega-3s. I like to add pumpkin seeds because they're so nutritious, so maybe about 1.5 tablespoons. We kind of have a divided household because my husband isn't the craziest about pecans, but I love pecans. So if I grind them up really small, he likes them, because it's really all about the texture for him that he doesn't really like, but he does like the flavor. So I've taken these and I've already chopped them up pretty finely. So this is probably maybe about 1/8 of a cup. So what haven't I added? Goji berries. I like adding goji berries. See, and they're just like little seeds. Little sweet, they're almost like raisins maybe. They have a little bit more of a twang to them. And that might be, oh, I need more. Maybe about 2 tablespoons worth of those. And of course raisins. So you know what these look like. Sometimes they stick together though. And I don't like that. I don't like getting a big clump of raisins. Kind of like it all well mixed in, so let's just make sure they're not sticking. Something else that might be good if you didn't like raisins would be to put maybe cranberries in this, or something like that. That would be a little bit of a different, whether that replaced your goji berries or your raisins or both, really. So in here we've got oats and banana, all mussed up nicely. Probably about a quarter to a third of an apple diced up, and then cardamom, pecans, cinnamon, pumpkin seeds, raisins, goji berries, cardamom, banana, oats. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Anyway, so you make it up, mix it up really nicely to where everything is pretty evenly distributed. You don't have any areas where you've got an overload of cinnamon or anything like that. It's just all evenly distributed. So, and that banana basically acts as your moisture in there, keeps everything nice. Of course, you've got a little bit of moisture coming from that apple too. So here's what it looks like right now. Okay, so I mixed everything up thoroughly, and I went ahead and got my cookie sheet and I put a little bit of parchment paper on there so it won't stick and make it a whole lot easier on cleanup. So what we want to do is we want to section these off and make little cookies out of them, which is going to get your hands a little messy, but that's okay. That's part of the fun. Of course, everybody's going to want these to be, you know, different sizes, but what I think is the most important, other than getting it to the size that you want, is to make sure you have it, you know, evenly distributed with all the fruits and the nuts and seeds, so you get a nice bite of flavor combinations for each one. Okay, so I'm just going to shape all of these really quick into our cookies. This is something that's really good because if you think about it, you've got the oats in there, which is really good fiber, so it helps you to be regular. But it also kind of adds a little bit of a chewy texture to your cookies. Then you've got the pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds in there, which are also really good. Lots of omega-3s, lots of other nutrients in there too. You've got apples, which of course are, you know, beneficial, high nutritive, right? You've got a lot of ingredients in here. You've got a lot of combinations of flavors and textures, and they're just so yummy. They really don't take about, they only take about 20 minutes in my oven to get to the cookedness that I like. They don't spread on here, so you don't have to keep them far apart. You don't really have to have any distance in between them, or at least very much distance in between them. And then put them in the oven. I like them to be a little bit brown on both the top and the bottom, so I usually flip them over about halfway through. But they're so good. You can, of course, you want to try it whenever you're eating. If you're going to use this for a meal, the best thing to do is to try to sit down and relax while you're eating, because it'll help you with digestion and such, like, you know, like that. But if you're having a little bit of an active morning, or if you're not eating at home, or even if you're not using this as a meal, but you might be using it as a mid-afternoon snack or something like that, you can still do these, and they are so good. But they're also really filling. You've got a lot of good fiber, lots of good protein, lots of good healthy nutrients in there that are really going to stick with you for a while and keep you satiated for quite a long time. It's such an enjoyable way, because think of it, I mean, it's a cookie, so you can't get any worse than that. Who doesn't like cookies? Anyway, but you can do this as a breakfast cookie, so because it's pretty much just like your oatmeal, like you're eating your breakfast oatmeal, but instead of it being in a bowl, you know, you're just eating it dry as you're maybe walking around getting dressed in the morning, or, you know, whatever you're doing, busy about your day. Maybe you took your breakfast to work, and this is one of those meals that you can take with you easily. So, did we get everything? Okay, so I've been preheating my oven all this time to 375, and it is full at the temperature now. So, let's go ahead and pop those in the oven. I'm going to put them in for 20 minutes, and about 10 minutes in, I'll flip them to the other side, 10 to 15 minutes in. And then I kind of just take it from there, because I like it at a certain level of browning. And so You might be completely different and like it a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, so your timing might be a little bit different. Also, you have a different oven, so it might just cook differently. So your time might be just slightly bit different from what I do here, but roughly it's about 20 minutes, give or take, with a flip about 10 to 15 minutes in. Anyway, I'm going to stop it and put them in the oven, and then I'll come back and talk to you in just a minute. Okay, so I've got these out of the oven. They've been cooking on both sides for a good amount of time now. So let's spoon them onto our dish. Depending on how big you decide to make your cookies, they can serve, oh, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 people if they're getting 2 or 3 cookies. So it's really up to you, but let's try them. They're so good. Definitely try them. Wow. Enjoy these cookies. Anyway, whether you eat them for breakfast or, dessert after lunch or dinner or even an afternoon snack or something, these are so good. You're going to find that they're really filling. And, experiment with the combination of what fruits, either fresh or dried, the nuts and seeds that you put in here. If you make bigger batches, definitely you want to increase your oats and your bananas and your cinnamon amounts, but it's just so good. So enjoy, and be sure to go ahead and click here and subscribe to our channel so you can get future videos as we load them. Also, you may want to check in the description. I have a link to our website, and you can go over to the website and check out the post that I have in relation to the breakfast cookies, and be sure to subscribe there too. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.